What up, my peoples? Welcome to 365 Days of Collectibles. Now, we're going to delve into my collection in depth, piece by piece, every day for the next 365 days. Today, we're going to talk about a super rare unicorn egg, the Method Man Biddies. Now, this particular toy came out in 2004. I had no idea about this toy when it came out. I only found out about this toy about 2 years ago by accident. I was on tour, I went thrifting, and I found it. Now, the chance of finding something like this at a thrift store is slim to none. I never find shit like this at a thrift store. And when I found this, my mind was blown. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck I was looking at.
Holy shit!
This started a 2-year search for another one, of course, because I need to have two. I need to have one on ice and one on the shelf. And all I kept finding was random European sites with this. Now, I started studying this and looking at the insert in the back, and I started reading the logo, and I started researching every single one of these logos that were on the back of this. I came across Art Toys, and Art Toys seemed to be one of the only companies besides the record labels, of course, that were still around. Art Toys was an online retailer. That's really all I could gather about what they did. So I assumed that Art Toys was just responsible for selling this online at 2004. Not really sure. I wasn't really up on buying things online in 2004, so I couldn't verify that. I looked up Strange Co. Found Strange Co. on Facebook. They haven't been active since like 2017, I believe, or 2019. Don't quote me on that. Again, they seem to be another online retailer. Really wasn't sure. There's another logo on here, which I didn't know what it was, so I couldn't really research it. But as I kept searching and searching and searching, I came across a Facebook page, and I was able to contact the creator of the Biddies line. Now, much to my surprise, Biddies did not come from Europe. Biddies came from America. Now, prior to this, I thought Biddies came from Europe because every time I searched, all I could find were people in Europe selling these toys very sporadically. One in Spain, one in France, and that was about it. Never came up on eBay. So I found this email address on Facebook, reached out to it, and it ended up being a gentleman named Roy Lex. On Instagram, he's GhettoGeppetto. Now, dude is super dope, super humble. He kind of gave me the breakdown of this. Well, he did give me the breakdown of this. We spoke for 2 hours. It was an amazing, incredible conversation. I wish I would have documented it for you guys because it would just, he blew my mind with the stuff he was telling me. So, not to get too crazy on that, I'm just going to go over the facts of this toy. So this toy was released as a promo item for Method Man Tikal Zero, the prequel, which came out in 2004. This only was given away at select record stores in Europe on day one of the launch. So they made about 1,000 of these. You can only get those there, and none of them ever were for sale. So if you can find one of these, I highly recommend you try to hunt it down or pay whatever they're asking for it. Because if you're a hip hop collector, I feel that no collection would be complete without this. Side note, the Biddies line was actually a really successful line and sold thousands upon thousands of units, and it was independent, which is incredible. For when these toys came out in 2004, there weren't many people doing it at this level. Remember, we didn't have the internet popping like it is now. We didn't have Alibaba. If you had to do something overseas, it had to be over phone, fax, primitive emails. So you really, 3D renderings were difficult to kind of convey and create molds, and all this stuff was super difficult because of our means of communication. Now, things are a lot easier. You could buy a 3D printer, you could create a mold, you could do things by hand. Tons of cats are doing it in the bootleg market. So shout out to GhettoGeppetto, shout out to Roy for this, because Roy went through incredible hurdles to produce this figure and actually create a line of original characters that were well representing of the hip-hop culture and did not poorly represent black and brown people. You feel me? So that's super important. I learned a lot from Roy, and hopefully I'll be able to share it on a future episode. But for now, thank you for tuning in. You could like, comment, and subscribe, please. And then also follow me at LexOneGTPS on Instagram. If you have anything to add, leave it down in the comments or shoot me a DM. Thanks for watching.